G'day cocktail lovers, this is a cocktail I just created following the template of The Last Word. I did do this recently, inspired by Greg from How to Drink, where he showed that if you follow the structure of a last word, a 4 equal parts cocktail, a spirit, a herbal element, a liqueur sweet element, and a citrus element, then you're almost definitely going to get a good drink. But I was specifically inspired to make this one by the Gnome from the Gnome's Tavern. He's a man who loves Malort. Bless him. I don't know what else to say. You can't get Malort in Australia. I'm not sure I'd buy it if I could, because I hear disturbing things as much as he likes it. But he made a drink and it had chocolate in it, and it had screwball peanut butter whiskey, and it had Malort. And I just started thinking, like, there's elements in there where you're coming together towards this last word template. And honestly, the other reason it popped into my head, I got this sheepdog peanut butter whiskey, quote unquote whiskey, because it was on sale and I'd always wondered what it was like. Answer, not great. Really, not great. It does not taste like whiskey at all. It is absurdly sweet. It tastes like peanut brittle, and if you leave the bottle open, just this peanut butter aroma wafts around the room. It's really quite intense. So those two things came together in my head. What he made, and I now have this peanut butter whiskey, and the fact that it was edging towards a last word template, so I could just tweak it a little. So that's what I decided to do. Gin is traditional in the last word, and the Gnome used some chocolate, as in some creme de cacao, in his cocktail. I have this exceptionally good black cherry chocolate gin from the Anther Distillery in Geelong. I thought this is going to be both my spirit element for the last word riff and the chocolate element to be inspired by the Gnome's cocktail. Like I said, I don't have Malort, and I was tempted to use green chartreuse, another traditional part of the last word, but I thought I'd make it a bit more individual. This is an Australian Amaro made with native botanicals and citrus from a group called Autonomy. This is on the spectrum between Campari and Aperol. Not as bitter as Campari, but probably more so than Aperol, and it's got some very interesting flavours. So this will be my herbal bitter element. And the sheepdog is actually going to be the liqueur element. It is so sweet, to me it may as well be a liqueur, so there's going to be an equal part of this in there as well. The citrus element is going to be blood orange juice. I made some acid adjusted blood orange juice because I found some blood oranges in season. I love them, and I thought I'd just like it to be a bit more like lime on the acidity level, so I added some malic acid, and that is going to be the final component in this drink. And it's come out a really nice colour from these red or near red elements, and taste-wise, that really works. There's a little bit of underlying bitterness from the Amaro, which is undercutting the overt sweetness of the sheepdog. That peanut really wants to fight its way through there. So there's some really interesting stuff going on here. You wouldn't be able to get these unless you're in Australia, but I'm using them as a suggestion. You could riff on this yourself, but I'll show you how I made it now. In a shaker, I put 1 ounce 30 mils of the chocolate cherry gin, then 1 ounce or 30 mils of the Amaro, 1 ounce or 30 mils of peanut butter whiskey, and finally 1 ounce or 30 mils of the blood orange juice. Then I added ice to the shaker, shake it good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and strain it into a chilled coupe. So inspired by the Gnome's Tavern and The Last Word, I give you the Gnome's Last Words. Cheers!